everybody's here. I gotta look at it now. All right, looks like everybody's here, 6 p.m., we're ready to roll, so for those who'd like to join us in the pledge of allegiance, feel free to do so. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. I'll call the meeting to order.
Alder Smith. Alder Billiard. Present. Alder Hill.
Present.
Alder King.
Present.
Alder Lancaster. Present. Alder Matheson. Present. Alder Wilson. Present. We have a quorum.
Any changes to the agenda? All right, before we get started, I wanted to just kind of explain a couple things because I know that people that aren't involved with politics don't understand why we do some of the things that we do. So I thought it would just be easy to clarify and, say the citizen input is not a public forum. It's not where you have questions and answer sessions. It's just a point where where a citizen can take a couple minutes to give us your ideas, your thoughts, your concerns, and you can't legally make that a public forum. As far as Q&A sessions and debates, those things should happen before meeting is when we should be having those conversations. So I just didn't want everyone to think, because I know we had a meeting recently where some people just assumed we were ignoring them because we weren't answering. There's a reason we weren't. And also for those of you that maybe have sent all the aldermen an email and you include all the aldermen and they don't respond, it's not because we're ignoring you, it's because that would be conducting a public meeting without an agenda. Notification. Polly could probably explain it a lot better than I can. So what I would suggest is, since you already have everyone's email, is just email everybody individually and say, hey, Troy, what do you think about block cameras or whatever it is you might want to talk about. So I just wanted to kind of explain a couple things so people didn't think that the aldermen were ignoring them. And after the meeting tonight, if anybody wants to stick around and talk about whatever, I'll be here and you can talk about whatever you want to. So, all right. We'll get to moving in. Consent agenda. Oh, I'm sorry. You said take a roll, have we?
No, take them all. The agenda needs to be.
All right. David.
I make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
I have a first, I have a second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The agenda is passed.
All right. Item number 4, citizen input. I'm sorry.
He's all right.
I'm thinking about 2 different things. Consent agenda. Any questions on it?
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as written.
Second.
I have a first, I have a second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The consent agenda is passed.
All right. Now to the fun part. All right. Now to the citizen input. So if anybody would like to step forward and talk, feel free to do so. Just give us your name and your address, and you got a couple minutes to tell us what's on your mind.
My name is Pam Long. I live on Osage Street. Myself and a few neighbors were here a few months back about the traffic on Osage. I just want to thank you all personally for listening, for responding. I've seen actions today. They've changed stop signs. I talked to one of the public works directors. There's changes that's going to happen in Osage, and I personally thank each of you for helping get us the traffic slow down in Osage.
Well, thank you. Appreciate your positive input.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Yes, sir. You don't have to run. You look like you do enough of that already.
Hello, my name is Ian Powers. I live over on Canterbury Lane right here in town. I made it a point to come out this evening to do the exact same thing that the last lady was up here to do, which is to thank you for listening to the people and the concerns that we had, putting up with what was the last Board of Aldermen's meeting. I don't think that we have the turnout we would have had if we hadn't heard something earlier. which I thank you for taking into consideration, not only you, but the chief and the department. For you guys particularly, I think that what was asked of you might have been considered hard from a value standpoint. But I thank you for considering it nonetheless and choosing the course of action that you did. I came in here last time and I said, we all support you and I fully trust you and I fully trust our police. This confirms and supports that. I want to just say that before I step off here and give you back the time, I just want to say that I did outline who the financial supporters of Flock are. I went into some very, very in-depth details. You can find them in the citizens group on Facebook, okay? I'm not gonna bring that up, but I am gonna say all of these technologies, there isn't a lot of oversight. There isn't a lot of protections for data of citizens. And a lot of these technologies are being financially supported by people who do not share traditional values that everyone in this room shares. My only request is, going forward, any kind of surveillance systems, any kind of digital tools that aid you in policing, please do the due diligence and look at who's funding these things. Because I can assure you, a lot of the people in Silicon Valley do not share our interests and our values. The only thing they want is our money, and they want access to the systems of controlling populations. So thank you. Do the research and continue being the board that I know you are. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Dion. I live Ward 3, and I lived in Willard about 10 years. The district, I moved here to the city about a year ago. And I just want to say thank you to all of you in advance for the Flock vote, and thank you for you changing your stance on Flock. Like they said, we thought that it would be a very different day today that we have, and now that we can say thank you and stand up here. This past month, I think I've seen more involvement in the city government with the Flock, and I think a lot of other people are trying to get more involved. And so I want to use my time here today to just kind of give you some ideas that I have, maybe a way we could get this momentum to keep going and keep getting some more support for you guys and more citizen support for city government in Willard. So, some of my thoughts are maybe you could have dinner with the aldermen, maybe like 1 or 2. I know you can't be in groups bigger than that. Come here at like 5 o'clock before, you know, you're already supposed to be here, so you don't have to make another stop in your week. And then just invite people here. Maybe we all bring our dinner. Maybe we have it catered in, and just let us get to know you, and maybe less formal, right? And we can get to know you on a more personal level. We feel like friends. And one other thing I'd like to suggest is some more polls on your Facebook. So I think even maybe with this Flock situation that we had, if you would have posted on your Facebook like, hey, how do you guys view Flock? Then the citizens might not have felt like they had to email all of you individually. Their voice could have been heard by just answering yes or no from your Facebook page. I do think we need a better way to contact you than via email. I know at least Carol, I know your email's not working.
Right.
I think there was one other that's not working, so if we're trying to give you guys input and we don't have a way to email you, then I don't know another way to contact you. And actually, no, when you were talking about we need to email them individually, maybe make that note there on the page where we find their emails. Because I think I went to the page to find emails. So if it says like you must email them individually, that might be the spot. And then something else I've learned as I've gotten involved is that we have a lot of talented people at Willard, and of course that's obvious, but as you guys start having different issues that you want to address in the year, maybe putting together like small committees or like small groups of people that can do the research for you, and people that are like interested in it, where they'll go above and beyond and find the details for you, where you don't have to spend your individual time researching it. And, the last question I did have, because when I was doing some of the research, I know that we can't deliberate with the Board of Aldermen, but my understanding was you can still answer a yes or no question. So my question was, where in the sunshine law did you see that you can't answer like simple questions?
Under lawyer's advice.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, so it's not a specific
Yeah,
sunshine law.
during public input, but you know, before the meeting, I mean, I could do it before the meeting, or if it's just a yes or no question, just hit us up and say, hey, here's my question.
Okay, so it's not a specific law, it's just your opinion of what they should do.
Yes. Lawyers have
Okay.
opinions about there are different interpretations of what laws say and do, so
Okay.
if our lawyer says this is what I'm suggesting, then that's what we'll do.
If you could.
But I don't want to inhibit anybody, you know,
Yeah.
from asking questions, you know, before or after.
Okay, thank you guys for your input and thank you for, listening to that.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Hopefully my voice doesn't shake this time. Hi, I'm Angela Elston. I live on Hughes Road. I'm fairly new to Willard, and I just wanted to come up and piggyback off what Dion was saying about, I think this block business is a great opportunity in Willard to turn the page and move forward as a community. I know there's been some division and kind of some chaos in the history of Willard, and I don't think people in Willard are apathetic. I think they're a little scared to get involved because there has been a history of some drama. And I think most people have enough of that in their lives. And just, I think at the end of the day, we all want to feel a part of the community, feel connected to our neighbors, and feel safe. And the enemy isn't in this room. It's not, you know, we all want the same things for our family, whether it be the kids or dogs, not case dogs. But I just wanted to come up and say thank you for your time. Thank you for changing your mind. We appreciate it. And like I said, I just think this is a great opportunity because Willard has so much potential. And right now we get to decide what Willard looks like moving forward, a strong infrastructure, responsible growth, but we have to like loosen some control and let people be heard and let that happen. And I think we could use this as an opportunity to make that happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Good evening, my name is Sally Wyman, I'm a resident of Ward 1. I don't think I can add anything else that no one has said this evening already, but because I feel I may have been a proverbial thorn in some of your sides over the last 2 months, I felt I would be remiss to also not address you publicly at the meeting and say thank you for listening to our concerns. Thank you for fielding sunshine requests. Thank you for being gracious, and specifically those of you who reached out to me and interacted with me that way. I appreciate it a lot. I know a lot of us appreciate your time that you took with us, and not just meeting with us, but meeting with the rest of the community as well to see what the overall consensus was. So.
Anybody else?
Hello, my name's Rebecca. I'm a resident of Springfield. I've got students in the Willard community, been a member of the community for my whole life. I just want to reiterate what the others have said tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Chief, for hearing the people, and it speaks a lot to your character to be able to say, hey, maybe this wasn't the right choice for the community. Let's do something different. I appreciate that tremendously from you, and I appreciate the board taking the time to listen to everybody, and I hope that in the future, if there are more conversations about other sources of surveillance like Flock under a different name, that you all will remember what the community has said and how we feel about this, and just remember that in future conversations. And just really thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Anybody else? All right, I just want to say on the record that I think it's a testament to the people of Willard that all the groups that I've met with personally and the individuals I've met with, all those meetings are always very respectful, cordial, very professional. So I know several of the aldermen have sat in on some of those meetings too, and they echo the same thing. So we just want to thank everybody for their efforts and being involved. So thank you. All right, I'll close the citizen input session and we'll move to item number 5. Go ahead, Chief.
Okay, so I met with Haley and the girls, and the guy on the engine, Chief.
Brandon, yeah.
Yeah, and we had a great conversation too. And I told him that I was gonna recommend, I respected your opinion, but my gosh, man, as a police agency who's reaped the reward of solving crimes using Flock, it's like, I had to recommend it. And so to go back in the beginning, we presented this to the board 2.5 years ago. They listened and they inquired, but in the end, they said, show me the money. So last year, when we got the Blue Shield grant, it's like, well, we showed you the money, and so it was like, let's do this. Like Springfield, and like Ozark, and like Nixon, Republic, and Ash Grove, you know? And so I had no idea that it would come with all this hostility. I mean, I was shocked. In fact, some of it happened while I was away in recovery. It was like, man, I hope Shannon takes care of all this before I get back. Of course, you know. So, but that's not what happened. So when it came down to it, I felt like I had to hear from the people that voted for the law enforcement sales tax. And so I told you what my plan was, and I remember hearing you guys say, that's fair. You remember that? Not specifically, but I did. That's fair. That's fair. And so I went to work, man, and I discovered that of the 596 people that I sent texts out to, only 18% of them cared enough to give me any kind of a response. But 46 of them said, yes, let's do this. And 65 of them said no. Some of them said, well, they were more emphatic about it, okay? And so I had my answer on Friday, last Friday. It's like, okay, so I called the mayor and told him what it was. And he goes, well, probably better, get a little pulse from the board. Are they gonna support your recommendation that says, yes, let's go forward? And what I found out is that I didn't have the support from the citizens, the business community. Nobody but the cops love this program. And so it didn't make sense to, I recognize futility when I see it eventually, and so I changed my recommendation, and we put that out by way of press release. And, but I never, ever intended for this to be anything that was considered to be tromping on people's rights or invading people's privacy. I just intended for it to be a wonderful tool that would help us lead information in crime investigations. And it did do that, but it wasn't perfect. So anyway, that's why why I decided to make the recommendation, so my recommendation to the board officially on this date and time is that we stop, the program. And, you know, some would say, you mean in its tracks right here, right now? Well, I'm not saying that. But I think the board would have to decide whether we run the contract on out through October, or do we shut her down right now? That's your call. I'm indifferent to the subject at this point. Questions or comments of me?
I have one question. Per our conversation, and I don't know if you know this or if we just need to look into the contract, but we don't necessarily know if it's a citizen of Ash Grove, but anyway, Ash Grove's swap camera has been destroyed or damaged. And you and I had talked about the possibility of if our cameras are damaged while we are in contract, if we are required to pay for the repairs and reinstatement of those cameras. And I think that needs to be something that we need to know, because we might have some citizens who think they're going to go help us stop this.
Okay. That's a great question, Joyce. That's a
It's all
great.
about the money, Chief.
No, and I am opposed to spending one extra penny on this subject. Good. Yeah, and so with that in mind, and let me say publicly on record, that if you damage one of these cameras and we catch it, and on some of those cameras, we do have trail cams. So if we catch you, then that's felony. Now, I'm not suggesting that there's anybody in this room that would have the audacity to do such a thing, but one of our cameras has been destroyed. Yeah, so I'm for shutting that down immediately. And how would you do that? Well, we probably want to go ahead and close the contract right now. And I think that we could probably, they don't want us to take those cameras down, but we can take them down without damaging. We can store them in the police department and secure them in the police department. And so, as a common sense suggestion, I've talked about this with Public Works. I can help with the project, but probably the sooner we do that, the better.
Yes.
Thank you, Chief. All right. So for the board, I'd like to have a vote to not renew the contract just because of the community impact.
I'll make the motion that we terminate the contract immediately.
Second.
First, I have a second. Alder Billiard,
Yes.
Alder Hill,
Yes.
Alder King,
Yes.
Alder Lancaster,
Yes.
Alder Matheson,
Yes.
Alder Wilson.
All right. All right, item number 6, we have the project manager report for the sewage system. Steve is around here somewhere. All right.
Try to speak where you have me. On the 94 lift station improvements and upgrade and force major replacement, Young's General Contracting installed all the 18-inch high-density polyethylene pipe along Old Willard Road. The tie-in to Springfield's system is compromised by a deteriorated manhole at that tie-in point. We did not know this. This was discovered when the contractor exposed the manhole attempting to bore through the side. The city of Springfield will replace this manhole at their expense. So does not add cost to our project. They're working on cleanup on Old Willard Road, electrical and mechanical modifications of the lift station upgrade are continuing. And last time I mentioned a problem with the delivery of 14-inch plug valves that we thought would be here now. Got notification from the contractor did, from the supplier, they would not be here until probably January. So we applied for a de minimis waiver under the American Iron and Steel regulations. And the values of these valves in the agreement with EPA meet the de minimis standard. And therefore, the contractor has immediately ordered the replacements that are not 100% American. That they're ones on board, we're looking at 6 to 8 weeks, so we're looking for the end, which is reasonable. Contractors got work to do, clean up, they can continue on with the lift station upgrade, and they can stage and fuse poly pipe until we get these valves. We can't continue north of the line without the plug valve. So we're a little behind, but moving forward. We've submitted partial payment request number 9 to the EPA, $256,000. Issues concerning partial payment request draws arose with EPA last week. They were resolved when an error was pointed out at EPA's record keeping. So it wasn't us, it was them. There's a lot of confusion. Took a few phone calls, a Zoom meeting, to straighten it out. So we're ready to submit the request number 10 to the EPA. I'll do that later this week. With the Meadows gravity trucks regionalization sewer down Meadows area, the contractor has completed all work with the gravity main installation except for final touch-up with the seating that's will occur later this fall. We're going to hold 1% retainage. The contractor come back, make sure the grass is growing and going from there. Cleanup's basically and restoration is complete. The connection of the Meadows regionalization truck service to Springfield Airport lift station is now live. So that one, 99% done. Just waiting to make sure the grass is planted, gets broken. So I think the retainage we're gonna hold on that job will be about $12,000. So that's the status of both of those at this point. And if there's been a question, we're glad to answer.
Thank you.
It's one ordeal, but we're step at a time getting through it.
All right, looks like item number 7, public hearing for the general levy and imposition of annual tax for general municipal purposes for the year 2027. I'm going to officially open the public hearing portion. Gina or Steve or either one of you guys want to take this? Kind of explain.
Gina, you got stuff.
So these numbers come from the Greene County Assessor's Office and from the state auditor. We have a choice add-on, we did not, so this is just based on, I don't have it in front of where everybody can see it, but thank you. This is just based on the assessed valuations that we pay in property taxes. So that's all I've got on it. If you have any questions, I can try to answer them.
It's a law mandate that we do this every year. Gives the public an opportunity to talk about it.
Mayor, let me make a comment.
Sure, go ahead, Steve.
On a ad valorem tax levy, which we're talking about right now for this public hearing. Those levies were set years and years ago by ordinance. And when the Hancock Amendment became part of the Missouri Constitution, it requires that cities cannot enjoy a windfall through an elevation of assessed property values. So if the assessor decides to double the values, under Hancock, you cannot double your income. You can count new construction. New construction is very valid, and that shows, in that notice of, new construction of $3.1 million. That goes into the formula, and when you see the notice of the projected, current revenue and against the, past revenue, levy, with all the maths and the Hancock and adds, $16,000 out of, $360,000. That by no means is a windfall, but you have to keep up with inflation the best you can. Really, it's designed for a public hearing. Is to ensure that the public, the city is not enjoying a windfall due to inflated assessment values. In which the math here in the sheet shows you you're not. So, like Gina said, she gets numbers from the county assessor. The state auditor gets involved with a long checklist in the packet, it's kind of fill in the blank. But, approval of the tax levy is required by the board. And generally, all boards take it to the Hancock limit, so you don't suffer financial loss. That's all I got to say.
Great, thank you. Does anybody have anything?
Reading the numbers on the tax deal. And so I did notice that the taxes on the citizens of Willard property owners went up. But business owners, developers, commercial developers, down. I'm hoping that maybe the board, now I understand you guys said the state, recommended these numbers, but they're recommendations, they're by no means law. As the man said, no windfall, keep up with inflation and all this stuff. I would like you guys to keep in mind that it is the citizens who pays the taxes. And so, as a taxpayer myself in the city of Willard, I'm hoping that you guys would change those numbers, because there are a lot of developers I've noticed coming to Willard. You would change those numbers to benefit your citizens over other entities.
Anybody else?
What was your name?
I gave it last time. It's on the record.
All right, seeing nobody else, I'll close the public hearing. All right. Item number 8. You want to report it or you want me to read it? All right.
An ordinance providing the general levy and imposition of annual tax for general municipal purposes for the year 2027 and for imposition of annual tax for parks. I have a first, I have a second. All in favor? Aye. No, it was the first read here. Yeah, but you're gonna make it roll call. Oh, I will do that. Okay, perfect. Alder Billiard?
Yes.
Alder Hill?
No.
Alder Keen?
Yes.
Alder Lancaster? Yes. Alder Matheson?
Yes.
Alder Wilson?
You guys want to do a second reading?
Can I propose that we wait and put it off?
No, it must be done in September, so
it
you
has
have to have an
to-
emergency meeting.
It
So,
would
yeah,
have to
if
be
you
an
wanna do
emergency
another
meeting, it
meeting.
has to be filed by September 1st. So it would be next Monday, emergency meeting. It's up to you guys, special meeting.
I won't be here.
So you make a motion.
I mean, if
to
you want, you
postpone
can
it.
make the motion. I mean, I don't know if it'll pass or not, but you can certainly make the motion. And if it gets to postpone, and if it gets shot down, then somebody else can bring a motion to say let's pass it.
Okay, I'll
You
make,
can if you want to.
I guess I'll make a motion to postpone.
To a date certain or?
I don't know. Not really.
Or just postpone it indefinitely, so you get no tax?
Yeah.
Well, we'll take a vote on this and then we'll see if there's another vote to go ahead and pass it.
I'll second the postponement.
We got a second postpone.
Can we?
So on the
do a-
motion
can
for
we do a-
clarification, is it a postponement to a date certain or indefinite?
I was gonna give a date, like if we meet next week, is there a day that works next week?
31st is the last day.
Oh, I guess that's Monday. Haven't looked at the calendar, sorry.
Yeah,
So-
later this week or you have Monday?
I mean, does, Dave's not here next Monday. Are you available this week later?
Possibly, yes.
Okay. Is there a day that works later this week? For everybody?
I'll make every night available.
Okay,
I know I can't Tuesday, but
not Tuesday. Okay, so what about Thursday?
Yes, on Thursday for me.
Thursday? Okay,
So
so.
27th, Joyce?
Since it's Monday.
Oh, is park board meeting Thursday?
It is. That is.
Oh,
That's what we're just getting ready to say. That doesn't work. We could do it right. We could do it.
I'm available Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thursday?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
okay, so Thursday,
She can do Thursday.
Thursday before park board meeting.
Before or after?
Okay. I can do before. Okay, so Thursday, special session, or special meeting.
So the motion is to postpone to Thursday, August 27th.
Yes.
And we have a first and a second. Alder Billiard,
Yes.
Alder Hill,
Yes.
Alder Keen,
Yes.
Alder Lancaster,
Yes.
Alder Matheson,
Yes.
Alder Wilson. Yes. It is postponed till Thursday the 27th.
For
For second read.
6 o'clock.
Yes.
5:45? Need,
What time
you
is
have a
park?
park, it's, the
At
park
6.
board meeting's at 7, so we could do 6.
Well, it's actually supposed to be at 6. It's been 6 forever, but it's on the website, it says
That is
7.
weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should, we can do 5 or 7.
5:30?
5:30.
5:30.
You got 3 5:30s on this. Perfect. 5:30 seems to be it. Okay,
No, my
I will
calendar.
make that happen. Okay. An ordinance of the city of Willard, Missouri to establish a procedure to disclose potential conflicts of interest and substantial interest for certain officials.
I make an or pass the ordinance as read. Can't get my words out. Sorry.
Just FYI, the reason you pass this biannually is so that you can use the short form when people are filing, and it limits it from everybody automatically filing. So it allows for the MEC filings to be in a more limited manner, and they do it biannually, I believe, so that you all are reminded of it, and you're not making changes.
We have a motion.
I
Yes.
sec, I second.
I have a first, I have a second. Alder Billiard,
Yes.
Alder Hill,
Yes.
Alder Keen,
Yes.
Alder Lancaster, Alder Matheson,
Yes.
Alder Wilson.
Yeah.
The first reading.
Make a motion, we do go ahead and do the second read tonight.
Oh, you don't have to, because it's written as.
Oh, it's written as that.
Okay, you can motion it. So it's neither read again. An ordinance of the city of Willard, Missouri to reestablish a procedure to disclose potential conflicts of interest and substantial interests for certain officials.
Second.
I have a first, I have a second. Alder Billiard,
Yes.
Alder Hill,
Yes.
Alder Key,
Yes.
Alder Lancaster, Alder Matheson,
Yes.
Alder Wilson. Conflicts of interest ordinance. An ordinance of the Board of Alders of the city of Willard, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Vista Sewer of Missouri LLC for lateral sealing grout services.
Is this you, Trevor?
Right.
It's raining.
Right? Ray, do the heavy lifting.
What's that?
They're gonna make you do the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Well, as you know from the last presentation I put on our PowerPoint, we have a lot of I&I issues. Well, we have a lot of I&I issues in the city, but we've focused all of our attention on Villa Park and the Meadows. Okay, so we completed all the camera work, everything, the maps, we know all the problems that we have out there. I've also recently completed all the smoke testing out there. So I feel we've got about 98% of all the problems mapped. So Trevor and myself, we met with a contractor to start injecting some of these manholes, grouting some of these lines, and start getting a handle on some of this I&I. So we met with them, they can tackle all of the issues we have. And the reason we went with this is we need to encompass, which is called curtain grouting. We need to get all these manholes and lines sealed up. And I think I laid out in my presentation, this price is not actually bad for how much we're actually paying for this wastewater on the stream. So I think it's a really good opportunity for us to follow through and actually start fixing some of these issues in the system.
And the price was 60 something?
73,000 and change.
73. So, just so you guys know, I talked to Trevor about this, last week, and it's in his budget. He had the money already prepared in his budget, but considering the price, I wanted it, just on record so that you guys knew about it, plus, for information purposes, to show that, we're throwing a serious chunk of change at the Meadows and at our water system and infrastructure in general. So I wanted it on record that Ray and the Public Works fellows are doing the best they can and throwing what we have at it.
And this is.
But it
we already had
also,
budgeted.
Yeah, it's already,
Yeah.
so we're not asking,
Budgeted for I&I repairs, maintenance, so.
so they're really not asking for anything extra. I just wanted it on record to show the people that, contrary to what some say, we're
This
doing
is
nothing.
also
that-
addressing what we've got in the audit.
An audit
correct?
issue.
Okay.
There are some other things we're doing with meters also that are addressing the missing water issue.
Yeah.
but actually it's really good because through the last presentation, we were looking at, doing nothing cost us about $80,000 a year. So the payback on this is actually less than a year. And in perpetuity, you're actually paying back a lot more than that. So I think it's a pretty good deal. We finally get to see some of our hard work come to fruition.
Need a motion for it.
Yes, ma'am.
Make a motion that we approve the ordinance as written.
I have a first, I have a second. Alder Billiard,
Yes.
Alder Hill, Alder Keen,
Yes.
Alder Lancaster,
Yes.
Alder Matheson,
Yes.
Alder Wilson.
Yes.
An ordinance of the Board of Alders of the City of Willard, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Business Suit. Missouri LLC for lateral sealing grout service.
My glasses on.
I'll make a motion, we approve the ordinance as read.
I have a first, I have a second. Alder Billiard,
Yes.
Alder Hill,
Yes.
Alder Key,
Yes.
Alder Lancaster, Alder Matheson,
Yes.
Alder Wilson. Ordinance passed.
All right, item number 9, anything under new business? Anything under unfinished business?
Where we at on recycle?
Where are we on it?
Right now, they've been keeping it cleaned up and it's been, I got the first bill from GFL and it was $2,500 for the month of July, but I'm still trying to find out if that was one container or both containers. But Republic bill came in about the same. So if you guys wanna keep it, it's gonna be probably about $50,000 a year,
What was budgeted?
30. But it's a free service that we give to the community and it's more than what we thought it was gonna be because we need 2 containers. It's up to you guys what you wanna do.
You guys want to put on the agenda for next meeting to discuss and vote on? Okay. There's a side one, I went by there yesterday and it was spotless. All right.
I have, one thing,
Oh,
if we can,
hold on 2 seconds. Sorry.
Other than, do we, I guess I'm asking, do we need 2 containers? That was not the original bid, but we got to because they were filling it with things and not breaking things down, if I understood correctly.
I went out Friday and it was, a container was full and half the other container was full. So I did not go out this morning because by the time I got into town, it was already taken out, so.
First day of school.
Yeah. So I don't really know. Like I said, Friday, it was a container and a half, or Thursday, because they picked up Friday. It was a container and a half, so. If we go down to 1 container, then people would have to hold that half a container until the weekend, but,
And the weekend is when everybody fills up.
Exactly.
Everything.
and that was on a Thursday.
The question, are you noticing if things are being broken down? And if not, is that why they're filling up?
The boxes have been being broke down compared to what they were before. Since we've made signs and put out public knowledge that it's gonna go away if you don't take care of it, it has been treated better, it's been clean, the boxes have been broken down. Trash cans are still full every week with trash sitting on the ground, but it's not everywhere. I don't know if someone's using it for their personal trash or what, but it is looking better. It is being kept pretty clean.
Okay, we'll put it on the agenda for the next meeting and go over the nuts and bolts and the costs and what we want to do.
So,
Or what you want to do.
next
You guys
meeting.
never let me go on it.
We should have a tie.
All right.
okay, I just want to also just encourage that we keep putting the, meetings on our page, if I can spell it. You can spell it? Yeah, oh, Jackson. Point that out to everybody. That would be great. Thank you.
Hopefully human.
Yes.
Hey, it shows we're not using AI.
There you go.
All right.
I'll make a motion that we open or close the open session and open the closed session pursuant to RSMO section 610.021 subsection legal and subsection real estate and subsection 12 pursuant bids.
1 and 2 legal.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna let you hit something.
I have a first, I have a second. Alder Billiard,
Yes.
Alder Hill,
Yes, sir.
Alder King,
Yes.
Alder Lancaster,
Yes.
Alder Mattson. Yes. Alder Wilson.
Yes.
We are recessed.